Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to be looking at the new trailer for Chapter 18, A Binding of Kin, since it actually dropped the same time as the PTB. So I guess we can look at the ability and the perks after this, if I can find them. We might have to look at paused videos and such just to kind of discuss things, but I think it's going to be an interesting thing to do. I can't talk, as usual. But before we move on, I need to clarify something from my Chapter 18 teaser video, the one where I said I didn't want the Wendigo. I said exactly that. I didn't want the Wendigo from Until Dawn to be in DBD. What I actually meant and what I thought would come across better, that's on me for my language. Clearly not the best at it. What I meant was I didn't want them to be in now because behavior is money hungry and would monetize every little thing that comes with that deal. Like I said, you have 8 survivors, probably 2 to start, and then you get the legendary skins for 6 of them, and that's $15 each, and it's yada yada yada. That's kind of what I meant. Like I said in the video, I love Until Dawn, and I would absolutely love the Wendigos to be in Dead by Daylight. But I want them to be in when behavior isn't hungry for money and they aren't trying to resuscitate a dying game. Now, with that out of the way, let's watch the trailer, and then I'll give my thoughts on abilities, perks, etc. So, I've already seen this. I saw it once. I was like, I just woke up, saw it, was just like, alright, groggy-eyed, haven't had coffee yet. I have my spectacles on. Clear-eyed. Drinking seltzer at 10:30 at night. Let's go! Behavior. That's the studio that's doing this shit, right? I thought this was Claudette at first. It's not. Apparently it's the new survivor. Elodie. I believe that's how you say it. These are, French. Survivor and Killer. Oh my god. I have to stop right here. Let me scroll this back a bit. Watching this, when I did, I was like, can I get a clearer picture of this little bastard? I was like, oh, they did put the Wendigo in. But that doesn't say Until Dawn. That's weird. Also, it doesn't look... It looks a lot bigger in Until Dawn. That's weird they put the Wendigo in, but shrunk it down. And then I watched the rest of the trailer. Elodie, of course, shocked. And then, of course, second thought at the time of day, not having coffee, sleepy, was... That's the killer. That little bastard's a killer. And it's got a stand. It's a stand user. That has Noob Saibot's sickle from MK11. Completely wrong on both hands, by the way. Well, the sickle. The sickle is Noob Saibot's sickle from MK11. One of them. It looks exactly like one of his sickles that he gets. This is fucking weird. Right? And there we go, A Binding of Kin, the twins, Elodie, Rakato. Don't know if I said it correctly. I barely say Kote's name correctly. Can we talk for a minute? When they gave Hag her skin in the season pass, 2 season passes ago. I was like, oh, that's weird. Conjoined twins. That's really creepy and cool looking. And then for this Halloween event, they gave the Legion one similar to that. I was like, okay. 1 time is cool, 2 is a pattern, and now they did this? Somebody at Behavior has a fetish for conjoined twins. That's the only thing I could take from this. But A Binding of Kin, the next chapter. But let's see if I can find the perks and the abilities so we can actually look at them. Have something more than just a 4-minute video being like, that was the trailer. Let's see if we can be productive here. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, so nobody has any screenshots on the internet what I'm working with here is Ots Darva's video he put up. He's got apparently all the perks for both Killer and Survivor, plus the Killer ability. I watched a bit of it. I guess the TLDR if you want to click off this video, because I don't know how long this video is going to go. God damn it, you got me again, Kote. I'm back in. This Killer looks so freaking interesting and fun to play. You got me. That's the TLDR if you want to click off the video. Thank you for watching, but if you want me to talk about how I think the perks are going to work, at least in terms of viability, and if they suck or not, keep watching. But Killer, I guess they are their ability, you do the power button to unleash Victor, your, how should I say this? Your fetus? Not a fetus, it's a little gremlin, but we'll call him Gremlin Fetus. You actually take control of Victor from Charlotte. Again, we're France, so I'm going to say their names correctly, hopefully. You put down your fetus. I'm stopping myself from saying abortion. That's not what it is. Although apparently you can kick the baby and crush the baby. So the fuck is that? Anywho, you press your power button, you unleash the baby. It's a thing I can say in this game now. You unleash the baby, and you can swap between Charlotte and Victor. While he is left on his own, Victor will trigger Killer Instinct, revealing to Charlotte the outlines of survivors who are walking or running near them. Apparently, it's only when they move you get the Killer Instinct boom, 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 boom heartbeat thing. That's neat. So he's like a little fucking fetus gremlin tracker. Again, this Killer looks so fucking weird. It's right up my alley. I think I'm back in, man. Survivors who can hear his shrieks are susceptible. I don't really know what that means. However, Victor can be crushed. Be crushed by survivors while Charlotte is being controlled. Basically, if you're not controlling Victor, he can be crushed. I think even if you are controlling Victor, he can be crushed. Fuck, it's abortion, man. Come on. The fuck, Kote. If crushed, Victor will regrow on Charlotte after some time has passed. I don't know how long that is. Some time. I wish I would just give variables. I've said that before on most things, but that would be great. Pounce. While controlling Victor, hold the ability button to charge a pounce and tap the attack button to unleash it. So much like Demo's Shred, I would assume. That's what it looks like. Successfully landing a pounce deals damage to the survivor, like it's a fighting game, it sounds like. If the survivor was full health, Victor will latch on, while latched on, the survivor will be afflicted with broken, oblivious, and incapacitated. They will be unable to enter lockers or leave through the exit gate, and the auras of nearby survivors will be revealed. The survivor can crush Victor while he's latched onto them by completing the remove action. So they latch on, they're broken, they're oblivious, so they can't heal, and they can't hear your heartbeat or your see your red stain or hear your heartbeat / terror radius. Incapacitated? I don't know what that one is. I don't think I've ever come across it. Maybe I have, and I just haven't realized it. And then they gotta do like a Trapper-esque hold the thing to remove it. I believe that's what it is. But if he misses his pounce, he is momentarily vulnerable and can be crushed by a survivor. If he lands on an obstacle taller than himself, he will be destroyed. Fucking Christ. Don't you start playing. I don't want to hear Ots. No. Don't do it. Okay, so these are the twins perks, obviously. It says it right there. So, one seems very, very good. One seems pretty good, and the other one seems absolutely useless. Let's go in order, though. Order, you protect what little you have and are perceptive to those rummaging through your stockpiles. Receive a loud noise notification when survivors interact with a chest or when they pick up an item within 48 meters of your location. You start the trial with 2 additional chests in the environment. The rarity of items found in all chests is decreased. So, that's interesting enough, but The only reason it's a perk is to counteract Elodie's perk. So it's weird. I'll talk more when I get to that. Oppression. Life has been difficult to you, so you'll make it difficult for others. When you damage a generator, up to 3 other random gens also begin regressing. If the affected generators are being repaired, any survivors repairing them receive a difficult skill check. Cooldown of 80 seconds. That's a tier 3. But this seems really good. You can see in the corner here, Otz is running that with surveillance. It works with surveillance. So surveillance plus oppression, kinda. I don't think it would be compatible with Pop, obviously, because I don't see the synergy there. But synergy is clearly with surveillance. So I think this is a very, very good perk. This has the potential to be a new meta perk because it gives you not only slowdown, but again, if you pair it with surveillance, you have tracking as well. And slowdown, mind you, you start regressing 3 generators at once. So if you're in a 3-gen and you kick 1 gen, all of the gens start regressing. And if you're running surveillance, you can see that. So I think this is a very good late game perk. Even then, I think it's a good, really good all-around perk. Next up, coup de grace. Coup de grace, I guess. As the end nears, you go in for the kill. That's a boring-ass descriptor, by the way. Each time a gen is completed, coup de grace grows in power, gain a token. Consume 1 token to increase the distance of your next lunge attack by 100%. So you double your lunge distance. Apparently, some people on the Reddit have shown that, yeah, if you use it with Demo, he just fucking goes with his shred. So I don't think it's supposed to be working on abilities. I think it's only supposed to be like M1s and basic attacks. So I don't know. But it seems very good. The only problem is each time a gen is completed, as a killer, you don't want a gen to be completed. Like, that's just the bare basics of it. But I think it could be very, very useful. Just in general, it seems like a really good perk. These 2 perks, Oppression and coup de grace, seem very, very useful. And in the case of Oppression, I think it seems like a new meta perk. So that's I'm interested to play with that more than Hoarder specifically, I guess. Let's see if I can find the Survivor perks. All right, Survivor perks. One of these seems really, really good, and one is a very gimmicky one. And then I think, I can see people being like, these all suck. Why would you use them? I think all are pretty decent, honestly. At least at bottom level, they're all decent. One seems very gimmicky, and the other one seems pretty good. But that's just me thinking about certain builds I can make. So let's start with the top, work our way down like we did before. Appraisal. You have a careful eye that notices what many overlook. So you start the trial with 3 tokens. When a chest has already been opened, you consume a token to search it for an item. Yeah. So, and you unlock chests 80% faster. That seems, again, pretty decent. So you open the chest faster, you pull out an item, go, that's brown toolbox ass. You can search it again and maybe get a purple key or a purple flashlight or something like that. That seems pretty gimmicky and niche, but it seems pretty neat at just base level. Deception. Your adventurous lifestyle requires moments of crafty misdirection. Interacting with a locker while sprinting will trigger a loud noise notification at your location and cause you to leave no scratch marks for 3 seconds. You no longer enter lockers while sprinting and while this perk is active. What? You no longer enter lockers while sprinting and while this perk is active. I thought I knew what this perk does because, again, I skimmed through Otz's thing and he described it as, oh, you enter the locker And then once you leave the locker, you don't leave scratch marks for 3 seconds. That's pretty neat. I think I really like that perk. But just reading, you no longer enter lockers while sprinting and while this perk is active. I don't think there's supposed to be an end here. I don't think this sentence makes sense. You no longer enter lockers while sprinting and while this perk is active. So when the perk is active, you can't enter lockers while sprinting? I don't know what I'm reading. Holy shit, I don't know what I'm reading. Anyway, power struggle. You've never given up, and you're not about to start now. That was me fucking that up. While you're being carried by the killer, reach 25% wiggle progress activates power struggle. While power struggle is active, you can drop a nearby standing pallet to stun the killer. It's deactivated when it triggers successfully. So if you're getting carried, and an experienced killer will never walk between a standing pallet for fear of another person dropping the pallet. So I don't know how good this is. That's why I said this is a gimmicky one. But if you're playing against a baby killer and you have this perk on, I guess you'll just be able to pallet stun yourself out of it. So that's pretty neat. Again, it's very gimmicky. Appraisal is very gimmicky. Deception, depending on what that second part is, no longer enter lockers while sprinting and while this perk is active. I don't know if I'm just like not getting it. Is it saying that you can no longer sprint? I don't know, man. It's something I have to get my hands on to see or see it in action. I don't know. But that will do it for this video. I'm TLDR again. I'm very excited for this killer. I think it's gonna be interesting as hell to play as them. I wonder if you can start the match with your power. Well, yeah, you can start the match with your power, throw your baby out, and it doesn't look like he's got a range limit to him. So I wonder if you just like throw him out and you can like hide him away somewhere near a gen, because they get an add-on that like his shriek is small, like has a smaller radius to it. I don't know how big it is, but like I don't know if it's the standard 32-meter radius. Who knows? I don't, because I don't have a way of playing it. But you can make it smaller, or I think there's one where they don't hear it at all. So you could just hide him in a corner next to a dark corner next to a gen or something like that. And whoever's there just be like, "Oh, I found them." Or send him out to scout early match and then be like, "Go get them," or something. I don't know. I'm very interested to get my hands on this killer. I don't know why they're like releasing it, the PTB, today. Because by everybody's calculations, this chapter, chapter 18, should be coming out mid-December. We're not even halfway through November yet. So when this PTB ends in 2 weeks, it's only gonna be like the 20th. It's gonna be the week of Thanksgiving, basically. So I don't know what they're planning. Apparently, they don't have any skins in the PTB for this killer. So I don't know if it's gonna launch with skins or they're gonna be like, "Here's some skins afterwards." It's very odd because it's an OC. Like, why don't you have any? Did you really spend all your creativity on terrible Halloween skins and none for the new killer? Or are you just pushing this killer out now to drum up some hype for it because your game is dying because you don't know how to bug fix? And you just really wanted to show people the new maps and the new redesigns. I don't know. But again, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see whenever it comes out. I gotta freaking record Let's Learns, and then that series will be back when the twins hit. Expect Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito references in those videos. Yeah, it also looks like the dude from Total Recall. Can we just look up that? I believe it's this, right? Yeah, it's this dude, Cueto. I There's a shocking resemblance here. Can we get a pic? 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 Come on. Come on, internet. You can do it. Boom. There it is. Look at that. Boom. It's Quato. Also, it looks like Nia hopped up on heroin. That'll do it for this random ass video. I've been rambling. But yeah, like I said, I'll repeat myself. The design is creepy as hell. Again, somebody's got a fetish with conjoined twins. I don't know. Maybe it's Kote. Kote, you got something to say? Huh? Maybe. I don't know. But the design is interesting. I don't know the lore. I bet the lore will say something. It'll say something about somebody, I guess. The perks, for the first time, look usable. For the first time in a while, look really usable. But then again, I don't know. I gotta get my hands on, like I said. So, well, thank you all for watching. What are your thoughts about the twins? Are you happy that it's an OC? Are you disappointed that it's not a licensed killer like the Wendigo, like everybody thought it was, including myself? It's not the Wendigo. It's not the Candyman yet. It's not Springtrap yet. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? They got two Moris. That's interesting. That's really fun to play with. That's a really fun idea. Yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Hook the like button, Mori the subscribe button, bing bong that bell, and until the return of Let's Learn, I will see you in the fog. Good luck.